I'll give everyone a call on my cellular phone.
Wait, hold up. Pearl said what now? She's got a what? Letters to Lars is the 16th episode of the 5th season of Steven Universe. The episode focuses on Steven writing, yes, you guessed it, letters to Lars, updating him about what is happening in Beach City since he left. The episode is kind of like, you know, one of those episodes where it reminisces on what happened or how things have improved. The Legend of Korra had one in season 4. It was like before the big battle scene with Kubira where they were just reminiscing on everything that happened, and even I was like, what the fuck is this episode? But in this sense, Letters to Lars has that same format, but it's more interesting, and Steven talked about everything from I think it's called Jungle Mania, that they're underground wrestling, to we see Jamie again. Oh my god, I missed him so much. They talk about Lars's parents, Mayor Dewey. We finally, as the community theorized Mayor Dewey, we start working at the Big Donut. Every single character, I think, in Steven Universe has popped up in one way or another. Well, we didn't see Mr. Smiley, but we did see him in the last episode. But in this one, almost everything we have ever known has been talked about, and I think this is huge foreshadowing because this season so far is about change, and I feel like even more change is coming because this is just the calm before the storm. It's showing us how so much has changed, and it's showing us where everyone is, but I think shit is about to get real. But let's focus on this a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the episode starts out with letters coming out through Lars's head, and then Steven's voice takes over, and we see Ronaldo just bitch ass crying that it should have been me. It's so ironic, it hurts my soul. And I'm like, my favorite Beach City character is Ronaldo, hands freaking down. I know a lot of people hate him, but I don't. And I know a lot of people might not like this episode because it's Beach City fluff to its finest. But it did a lot of things right. For some reason, whenever Ganga talks, whenever Nanofua talks, I love hearing it. As an African, I just want to know who the voice actress is, and I know I could look it up, but I'm too lazy. But to get it down to that, it's so fine and perfect. The accent is so spot on that whenever I hear her talk, I feel like, okay, I'm talking to my grandma or something like that. It's just so incredible. And we see Ganga taking her mayor role seriously, unlike Mayor Dewey, who was closed off in his office and everything. We see her having meetings, giving everyone a job. She really is living up to what she says of. She wants to involve everybody. This is the town, it's not just me, it's all of us. We need to work together. And then Pearl just whips out a phone, and all cognitive function leaves me like, what? When did this bitch get it? Like, why didn't she get, like, what? That was the highlight of this entire thing for me. From Your Mother and Mine to now, this was the best scene ever. I loved it so much. After that, we see, well, Steven's dad is still rich, obviously, and Sadie, Killer, and the suspects, we see them jamming out. Something I also forgot to mention in the big show, wasn't Steven a part of Sadie's band, or should I say the band? Now it just seems like he's their roadie or someone on the outside, like he's not a part of the band anymore, and I found that really weird. And throughout this episode, we see Buck's dad trying to integrate himself into whatever it is, whether it's the band, community stuff, Jamie's theater thing. This whole improv thing, at the end of it, I was like, I do not get art, I do not get improv. And also something I noticed, this is just my nitpicky side, when they're showing all the things Jamie has starred in, you see the postman always sing An Intimate Evening of Song and Seduction, and I'm like, was that a typo, or is it just like an unironic nod to title covers that tend to have that mistake? Because I doubt Steven Universe will make that mistake like that. I saw another little, will I say, scene where Sadie is talking, and there's this little greenness behind her mouth. I don't know if I'll be able to screen grab it so you can see, but I just noticed these little things, and somebody once commented how I'm good at nitpicking. It's not that I'm good at it, I just see imperfection everywhere. I just choose not to talk about it. And yeah, we see Amethyst and Peridot doing things together, which I find really interesting. Like, it's weird to just see Amethyst on stage behind Jamie doing improv. Like, what the fuck? What? Peridot too, it's just weird. I want to know the circumstances that led to this. And then we see Steven and Pearl watching the audience, and in the audience, and it's like, yeah, Steven and Pearl still do things together, but why is Pearl here? Is she here because of Steven? Because I know Steven would come, he'd be the only one to come to support these people, but why would Pearl? But you know, Pearl enjoys doing mundane things with Steven, and how there's even this little skit where Peridot says, we do an improv about Steven every week. It was so cringy, yet I just couldn't help watching it. Greg tries to take tennis. Steven was like, he's trying to do rich people sports, and I'm like, when was tennis a rich person sport? I took tennis as a kid. But yeah, my dad sometimes took me, so that kind of makes sense. I want to pick up tennis again. I could have been a pro, let me tell you. The whole wrestling cage match does not interest me one bit, but I like the whole update. PD, I don't know, is it that PD separated from his dad and got his own thing? Or is the food truck just an extension of the fry shop? Let me know what you think. And Steven, being Steven, helped Dewey find his place. He helped him get a job at the Big Donut, and everything just worked out. Even though there's change, Steven told Dewey that nothing can stay the same, you cannot be mayor forever. And then the episode just ends with it being that Steven was popping out of Lars' head all along, and that thing just confused me. I was like, okay, what was the point of the letter? Then Lars just says it, and yeah, I expected Lars to be pissed, because Lars even said it, I don't know half these people, and I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking true. Lars doesn't know most of the people Steven's talking about. But yeah, I think the only person Lars won't know is Peridot, but he would know Mayor Dewey and everything else. But the only two times he seemed interested was when Steven talked about Sadie and her band. You can see he kind of like smiled a little there, and when he talked about the cage match, where he looked beyond interested. So everything else could have been, he might not know Jamie, that's true. And seeing how Lars lived so obliviously and didn't care, he might not know everybody else in his town. He might not even know who Mayor Dewey is. But I just liked how him and Steven are actually friends now, unlike in the beginning where they weren't, and Lars just saw Steven as a huge annoyance. They are actually friends now, and Lars has come to accept Steven and I think love him in a sense, and it just shows how much Lars has grown. The only thing I find redundant in this episode is, why was Lars flipping through the pages if Steven was up there, like looking eager as he flipped through the one about the cage match, and it's like, but Steven is up there, or was he flipping it for Steven to read? I know it was kind of like a nice surprise at the end, but it made everything before seem redundant, which was why I was a little skeptical making a long review about this episode. But I watched the episode again and I just had to do this review. And also, sorry if the last episode or these two episodes took a while to come out. I was having problems with my laptop and copyright issues. It's just so annoying, but we're here. I have something very, very special planned for April 1st. I hope to God I'll be able to get it out on time. And also, to those of you who listen to the very end, I have an unboxing video coming out. Be sure to check that out. I love you all so much. You make being an SU YouTuber so much fun. I got so many ideas, actually. I just do not have enough time to do it. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now and draw the video to a close. Tell me which was your favorite episode out of these 4 ones. Like I said, my favorite is Pool Hopping. After that, I really loved Your Mother and Mine and Letters to Lars. I don't know, there are some elements of Letters to Lars that I like more than Your Mother and Mine, but as an episode, if it wasn't for the fact that I had to review this, I don't think I would have watched it again. So it's gonna be Pool Hopping, Your Mother and Mine, Letters to Lars, and The Big Show. That is the order for me. Let me know your own order in the comments below. Thanks so much for clicking to watch. Please don't forget to follow me on Wattpad, support me on Patreon, and follow me on Twitter. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay forever awesome. This is TVC, signing out.